All right, what's going on, everyone? Angelo Carlos here, back at you with another video. Thank you guys for watching. Today's video is about how to be more confident. I think this is huge whenever you're kind of being in the business world when you're growing up. You really kind of learn about how to be more confident. I made this video because I go to business school. I've worked in like big tech, and I just want to help everyone out, right? Because confidence is so important as a project manager in personal finance whenever you're trying to build your dream life or whatever it may be. So for me, how to be more confident. Originally, I was very, very unconfident with myself because of several factors, right? I was overweight. I wasn't happy with my career. I wasn't happy with how I looked, how I dressed, and that really, really showed in work, in my habits of my daily life, and in like everything I did, right? Because when you work in like say like a big company like at Google or whatever it may be, or any company in general, when you try to pitch projects, when you meet with senior leadership, when you try and do any good work, it's important to be confident. But when you're not happy with who you are and what you do, then you're not going to do well, right? So, what I'm trying to say is confidence is essentially the root of everything. And when you're confident, everything kind of falls into play. That's not to say you don't have to put in the work to be confident. You still have to put the work in, right? You work, work, work until you work so hard, or you kind of work so hard that you've removed the insecurity associated with you failing because you know you did everything you can, right? So first, for me, what I did was I took care of my health. And the way I took care of my health was I started eating healthier. I started tracking my calories. One thing I did was I used MyFitnessPal to like track my calories, make sure that I was eating a certain amount. Right? There's a whole bunch of apps out there that teach you how to track your health and make sure that you're kind of on point with your health. So I use MyFitnessPal, right? So I eat a caloric deficit about like 2,000 calories a day, sometimes 2,300, 2,400, but just mainly making sure I'm eating clean and eating whole foods to make sure I felt healthy and I felt happy and I felt good when I went to work, right? Because when you eat healthy, your mind is able to think better. You don't have as many breakouts if you're acne prone like me, where your skin's breaking down and then you just don't like the way you look in the mirror. Also, your body begins to change in the sense that you're not feeling bloated, you're not feeling overweight, your clothes don't fit. When your clothes don't fit, you don't feel as confident anymore. And that's what happened to me, right? I was doing everything wrong when I was at Google or when I was working any job, my first few jobs, was that I would eat unhealthy. I got very bloated. I didn't feel good. I go to work groggy and tired because the food that I was putting in my body was making me feel unhappy and sleepy because it was so high in fat, high in carbs, whatever it may be. And then I just didn't like how I looked in the mirror when I would go to the restroom or I go look at myself in the mirror. It's like, how is this man telling people what to do, running a project, trying to grow a company with his coworkers if he doesn't like who's in the mirror, right? So one thing is food and health. That's one thing you need to take care of. And I guarantee you, when you start eating healthy, when you start looking at yourself in the mirror and you're happy with the way you look, you'll feel a lot better. And you'll be able to push projects. You'll be able to push and do things you've always wanted to do, whether it be work, your finances, or any goals you may have. So food was one big part of it. Next thing was also fitness. For fitness, I went to the gym, right? And I don't think you need to go to the gym 7 days a week. I think 3 to 4 is good, and then like 10,000 steps those other days is totally fine, right? We live in an age right now where we're just kind of walking, or we're not walking at all because we work from home. We do classes on Zoom. We interact so much with social media more so than we interact with other people. So one big thing is fitness. So for fitness, I suggest strength training. So 3 to 4 times a week, lift the weights, right? And just download bodybuilding.com app. That's what I did. And it's like $10 a month. They had like the best workout programs, right? So just find one that's just like for weight loss, for strength gain, right? And work out 3 to 4 times a week. That's it, right? And in those 3 to 4 times a week, work out for an hour, right? Brian Johnson, CEO of and founder of Venmo and Braintree before he sold it to PayPal, He's doing something called Blueprint right now, and he only works out 1 hour a day for 7 days a week, right? Which is it's a lot, right? But if you're so busy, busier than Brian, just work out 3 to 4 days a week and then get like 10,000 steps in. And I guarantee you'll feel so much better with your physique and your body and the way your mental outlook is on life, right? Because when you're running, you have a lot of endorphins coming. You feel much happier because you're seeing your physique change. You're feeling very like you're progressing towards life, right? When I was the unhappiest in my life, I was like 230, right? I'm not a tall guy, right? I'm only like 5'11". So I was at 230 pounds. My knees were hurting every day because I was eating so much food that I wasn't happy with myself, right? But then when I hired a bodybuilding coach, he's what kind of taught me like some steps on how to lose weight. I lost a few pounds there, but then I downloaded bodybuilding.com app, took my nutrition seriously by weighing my food out, by just kind of making healthier choices and going to the gym, lifting heavier every time. That's when I found happiness, and that's when my physique started changing. I became more confident in myself, right? So take care of those two main things, which is your health and your strength, and you will feel much better and happier with your life and any goals you may be setting for yourself, right? So I know we went into health, which is like your strength, like going to the gym, eating clean, you'll feel a lot better. And then next I want to go over is like your style or the way you dress. The reason I say your style or the way you dress is because a lot of times the clothes we wear are a reflection of who we are and how we feel, right? And I'm not saying you need to wear expensive, fancy clothes to make yourself feel good or feel better. I shop at the Goodwill. I shop at like what's it called? The Salvation Army or whatever it may be, or Target. I buy things on clearance, right? So whenever you go start working out, start going to work out, go meet with coworkers, go to office or go to work, whatever, dress in a way that makes you feel confident and happy, right? Because I truly believe if you look good, you feel good, you play good, you get paid good. That's what Deion Sanders said, and I feel the same way. It's that wear clothes that make you feel confident in who you are and make you feel that, okay, I'm happy with the product I'm putting out there because I'm doing everything I can to live my best life and help out and become the best version of me. So many times we get stuck in a rut where we're like, oh, I don't feel like getting ready. I don't feel like looking good. But as humans, we're social creatures. And if, you dressing up, wearing your favorite shirt, wearing clothes that fit you nice, wearing clothes that make you look presentable and happy will make you feel good about yourself, then do it. Like, that's what I did for me. Whenever I go into the office, I try my best to wear clothes that are fitted. I look professional. And that way, when I do this, I wear these clothes, I feel a lot better with how my life is going and how I'm going to present, right? Because when you're presenting to senior executives, when you're presenting to people at work, whatever it may be, perception, unfortunately, is reality. This is what my mentors at Google taught me, was that perception is always going to be reality, right? No matter the way you look, it's unfortunate, right? But the way people see you, perceive you, that's what they're going to think of you, right? So if you're dressing like in clothes that aren't too nice and that kind of don't fit you well, your clothes are wrinkled, then people will perceive, okay, this person doesn't have their stuff together, right? But if you can give off a perception that, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing, I know the way I look, I feel confident in the way I dress, then you'll be able to kind of rally people around. You'll be able to present what you want more accurately, and you'll be able to kind of be much happier with who you are and the way you go to work, right? At Google, like one of my directors always say, hey, like a lot of times we're building new technologies, we're building new systems, and we just don't know what we're doing, but we'll try and just fake it till we make it, in the sense that we just want to show this confidence that we can do it, and if things mess up, it's going to break, and we're going to fix it, and we're going to build it even better, right? So don't be afraid to dress up and be looking confident and kind of wear the clothes that make you feel happy and confident, because that will really show off in what you do, the way you present yourself, and the work you create when you're in like a major corporation or whenever you're working, right? So those are the three big things, right? So how to be confident, right? First is you gotta eat clean, right? Eat healthy, make sure your mind, your body is happy. 2, work out. Brian Johnson, the CEO, founder of Venmo, has 3 kids. He's working out 1 hour a day. I get it, you're probably busy, but 1 hour a day is possible. It really is possible. And then 3, dress happy, dress nice, dress the way you feel confident in yourself. That way, when you go to work, when you go present to people, when you're around executives, you feel happy with the way you look, you feel confident, and you're able to be your best self. All right, so those are 3 ways to be confident. Part 1. I'll create another part 2 video after this, but because you guys watched, appreciate you guys, Angelo fam. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, How to Be Confident, Part 1.